Previously on the Takeover Atlanta.
My homegirl, her husband came home from work, blew her brains out.
Good to see you. Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you everything, give you the rundown, and we're gonna go from there.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. My brother picked up a couple little pounds, I see. Okay, that's what happens when you're happy and you're eating every day, honey. Them pounds just whoop before you know it. Hold up now. This starting to get a little bit out of control now. And then after Trayvon, it was like Tamir, and then it was Eric, and then it was this, and I'm like, you know, wait, hold up. I changed my mind.
Tamir Rice was horrible. He's a baby.
Yes, he's a baby.
He's a relative baby.
Yes. Are you so serious? Have you told Shanell yet?
I'm gonna tell her after this and everything like that.
Okay, so my biggest thing is, are you sure about this? Like, have you made a firm decision, or is this just a thought that you're thinking of? Like, because you have to weigh your pros and your cons.
She's gonna find that one no matter what, and I guarantee it's going to be the right one as long as she stays patient. Somebody that's gonna be dedicated solely to her. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to have that in your life, to be able to feel like you matter. That feels like somebody is actually on your side, that's your ride or die, because she deserves it.
What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Yeah. What you waiting for? Yeah. What you waiting for?
Yes. So today's the day me and my sisters were finally out here in Callaway Gardens. And when I tell you, I've been waiting for this particular day since the day my sister called me so randomly and asked me to come out. Me and my sisters, we've all worked our asses off to get to this point in our lives right now. So to be able to just take a vacation whenever we want to, or just get a moment of time just for ourselves, even if it's just one day, that's a very big deal for us. So I'm excited to see what this day is gonna bring, and I don't think y'all ready for this.
sister. Thank you, ma'am. It's good, ain't it? Oh my God, it's very strong.
You could taste it, huh? I told you it was gonna be like that. And you better drink it too. We ain't wasting no Long Island. You gonna drink that drink. It's time to let the games begin.
You hot? Cause I cut all the fucking air out.
Yeah, why?
It was cold.
We drinking. Yeah,
Oh, I ain't nut.
So we gotta be damn hot because you ain't hot. So
You put it back on.
really? I don't know what Crystal was thinking turning off the AC like that. Girl, I don't like to be hot. I thought, like, come on now, you know me better than that.
you call for it?
I just cut it out for too much air. That's how you get sick.
I don't know, but I'm happy. It go good on the patio.
I know it did. You was asleep.
I was relaxing. I was meditating. The fuck?
That's what you call meditating.
Yeah, that's what your eyes closed.
I know. Meditate my ass. She know good and dang gone well she was out there on that patio knocked out sleep. I caught you slipping, boo-boo, red-handed.
I'm headed down to the barbershop with Shanell's brother Bryan, and she told me about a barber that's in Atlanta, so I might as well get shaped up because I'm looking kind of rugged right now. His name is Smoke, so I'm about to see what he's about.
Oh, are you younger now or older? Oh, birthday. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Hello. Don't be sorry.
Shanell has a brother that has the same birthday as her. So I'm just wondering, how did Shanell's mother pull that off? You had two babies on the same day, different years. They're not twins. That's crazy. Or she just freaky all the goddamn time, one or the other. That's crazy. I don't know. I wonder how she pulled that off.
I feel sorry for him having to share a birthday with Shanell because I know she's a little needy a little bit. However the case may be, they both do act a lot.
That's some beans, some roots, something like that. That wine is me.
No, but I got an idea that I want to pass through Shanell about a drink that I used to make. So it starts off with Hennessy, but I make it taste like mango juice. That's how good it is. So I made this recipe that has Hennessy in it. And a friend of mine was telling me I should be marketing it, but I really didn't know what to do with it. So I was thinking about sharing this idea with Shanell because I know if she touch it, it's gonna turn to gold. Focus will get faded, like straight up. One cup, I don't care how long you've been drinking. 1 cup will get you turned up.
So we can you drink it straight or do you take?
Oh, you don't need nothing. You can drink that junk like juice.
Well, I guess so, since it tastes like a mango juice and it starts out with Hennessy.
And yo, you don't taste not a hint of Hennessy whatsoever. You really think like you just drinking juice.
So you might need to go and start putting that concoction together now.
It takes 2 weeks to make. It takes 2 weeks to make.
2 weeks?
Yeah. If you want to taste it the way it tastes like that, it takes 2 weeks to make. You gotta cook all the ingredients, you gotta do all this other stuff with it.
That's too much long. You got that long for a motherfucking drink.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna sell it. But if I'm gonna sell it though,
That bitch, man. What the hell you gonna do with that shit, man?
if I sell it, folks will buy it. I guarantee it.
This black ass Isaac tells me, world, that he make a drink that starts with Hennessy but end up tasting like mango juice. But the kicker is, it takes the ninja 2 weeks to whip it up. I guess he got to grow and produce everything that goes with that motherfucker, man. I don't know, bro, but I ain't got to drink it yet.
It took me 2 weeks to make this drink, and I really don't like having to wait to drink my alcohol, but this drink tastes so freaking good, man. Like, it's phenomenal.
2 damn weeks to make a damn drink. That black ass nigga crazy. That black ass boy crazy. That black ass guy crazy. Midnight, you crazy, boy. 2 damn weeks to make a drink. I've been drunk 14 times before I get his. Lord have mercy. It's Atlanta. That's Isaac.
If you like what you see, comment, share, subscribe on the Black Phoenix Network.
When it comes to my mom, anytime we go on any sort of family vacation or any type of gathering with us girls, my mom is the first person we're always making sure is there. However, this time we did things a little bit different, and we didn't necessarily invite my mom, but that doesn't mean we didn't want her there. We just didn't invite her. So, yeah, I think she was just a little bit salty yesterday.
It's your
Yes.
mother calling. Pick up the phone. Hello. I told you once. I told.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
Hi.
Did you all get together yet?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all the one y'all separated already?
Yes, ma'am.
Where y'all went at, girl?
Girl, we still here.
Oh, y'all still together?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Hi,
Yeah.
Mother.
I'm so proud of y'all got together. That's sisterly love.
Hey, Mom. That's right.
I love y'all.
We love you too. What you got going on?
I'm on my way home. So I can get ready for work. I think I'm heading to get up for lunch today.
Byron took you out to lunch?
Yes.
Oh, that was awesome. Where did you go?
We went to Longhorn over here in Capri.
Longhorn Steakhouse, baby.
I have a marvelous relationship with my daughters. Can't nothing keep me away from them. Like the love we share and the bond we have is unbreakable. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Wait. Oh wow. The love we have, that's what we share from now until eternity, you know. It is what it is with us, you know what I'm saying? We don't keep secrets, we talk about any and everything to each other, you know, that's what we do, you know. I would never, ever trade what we have. We get mad at each other, we got all our broken bonds and stuff, but at the end of the day, we still family, you know, and I ain't gonna turn my back on them and they ain't gonna turn their back on me, you know. So with that be said, you know, it is what it is. That's it. I ain't saying no more because I'm getting emotion and I won't let it go. Let it go. Bye. Oh girl, you put me on the spot like that.
Mom,
Yes, ma'am.
your daughters tried to starve me today.
No, they didn't.
You know they down here with all this steak and these lobsters
You got the
and
food on?
these shrimp.
Feed my baby. Feed my baby. Feed my baby.
I've been vegan now for about 2.5 years, and I take my veganism extremely, extremely serious. When it comes to the way that I eat, my sisters have no remorse. They came down here with shrimp, lobster, all types of stuff. And I'm looking like, okay, what about me? You know, I eat too. Like, just because I'm vegan don't mean you gotta come up here with some string beans and think that that's all good. Like, nah, what's up? I eat too. I just don't eat a lot of that trash that y'all eating. But look, I do eat. So feed me.
As I was sitting here waiting.
Enjoying your sister in town, though.
Of course.
Oh, they slept half the day, Mom.
That's all that matters, you know.
Nah, they slept on me, Mom. I totally understand that my sisters are probably exhausted. Yes, I get it. But yo, if we came down here to enjoy a day together, you can't sleep half of the dang on day. That's not what's up. How we gonna enjoy a day if you slept most of the day? Sacrifices, ladies. Sacrifices.
Shanell, how can you tell me they went to sleep on you? Don't that tell you something? If they went to sleep, that means you should have went to sleep too?
They went to sleep on you.
Yeah. I wasn't even mad.
You got a good show.
Unfortunately, we not blessed to have our own business yet.
And whose fault is that? What can I say? It's the Phoenix way. Okay, I get it. She got a point. And that's the reason why I let them get their little rest in. But now that they're up, it's time for us to get into it. If you like what you see, like, share, and subscribe to the Black Phoenix Network.
I was calling you, Crystal, because I know you like to shop.
Uh-huh.
Mama overdue for a new pair of shoes.
Okay.
Me and Mama overdue for an outfit. And Shanell, Mama overdue for a hairdo.
Girl, you do your own hair every 2 days.
I'm gonna buy you a lace front. It lasts longer.
Shanell, I'm telling you with all the things for promises, okay?
I'm for real. Okay.
No, I was calling because I need a new outfit and a new pair of shoes.
I got the perfect thing for you. I got you.
I believe you, Crystal, that I do believe.
I got the outfit too, so don't worry about it.
All right, well,
Thank you.
you on the hook.
Perfect. I got you.
And then you on the hook too, because I played my hair up anyway.
Told you.
All right, I love y'all. Y'all go ahead and enjoy your holidays. I'll talk to y'all later, okay?
Yes, all right, you too.
Get the kids.
All right, y'all. All right.
When it's all said and done, my mommy knows that we love her to the moon and back. So anything that she ever asks us for, she already knows she got it. It's no problem. But what I will say is, a piece of me is a little bit disturbed that my mom is not here. But I think that we made the right decision for this particular night, because we're about to get wild and crazy. See, this is what I'm talking about. We just got off the phone with my mom. They look like they was live and up and ready to go. And all of a sudden, these two chicks, they get back in the bed. Like, what's up? I thought we supposed to be... Come on, man. I don't know who told them that I wasn't going to catch them slipping, but I don't play these games. You go to sleep on me, I might even put some ketchup and some mustard on your face.
If you like what you see,
comment, like, share, and subscribe
to the Black Phoenix Network.
How many baby mamas? 4.
It is what it is, man. 4 kids, 4 baby mamas. And I ain't ashamed to say it.
Well, you don't play. What's your oldest? 26. What's your youngest? 6, 7. How many you got? 14. Well, if she 15, that's 15.
So you was all careful. You just got 1 child. Catch up with me, but man, go ahead and get you 3 more, man. Come back and talk to a player.
You don't even look 30. How you got somebody that's 26?
That mean he about 60. That didn't close. And dog is.
I don't even know what to say about that, man. You know, it's it, man. Thank you. I look good for my age. You should get you some more baby mamas and you can look like me too.
And I know, I think it probably surprises her, like how
we are together. Yeah. And don't you know that's just a good feeling, like as a mother, now that we are moms.
Like I raised my kids good, because we was always together.
Yeah, like, dude, and that's what, you know, just to piggyback off the conversation that we was having in the car, like, that's why I don't really too much worry myself with her bad ways, because at the end of the day, when I listen to a lot of people's stories, you just like, wow, you know, just real bad. Like, she tried.
Yeah, I know a lot of people whose parents was on drugs, they were strung out, just completely wasn't there for them at all. Like, I mean, yeah, we had our moments, and sometimes we may have felt neglected, but ultimately, we, like, as an adult now, I now understand why she had to make sacrifices that she did make. So I'm good. As a child growing up, I felt like I didn't have the support system. I felt like I was extremely neglected. I felt abandoned. I felt like no one really cared enough about me. I didn't know my father. He was never around. He didn't even fight for me, for heaven's sake. So when I tell you that the pain that I felt when it came down to my upbringing and the things that I've gone through, and just the feeling of the neglect part, like that part, now that I am an adult and I get it, I totally understand that my mom had to work multiple jobs just to take care of her 5 children, which whom she was a single mother to. So she did everything that she needed to do.
Because I know you say you don't remember a lot of things. I mean, I remember some. Like I said, I remember having to just leave everything in New Orleans and have to come straight here because mom was in an abusive relationship.
I know a lot of people judge their parents for a lot of the things that they feel that their parents have done to wrong them in any way. But what I found is, if we really take a look at the dichotomy of the upbringing of our parents, if we took a look at how they were raised and the type of environment they were raised in and how their parents treated them, whether that was their mom or their dad, or how the environment outside of the household treated them, that all plays a role in how our parents evolved and how they developed as kids. Now, mind you, we got to put ourselves in their shoes. How did we feel with the environment that we grew up in? One of the things that I learned when it came down to developing my Phoenix move, I learned how to forgive. And I learned that a lot of the things that my mom did were a lot of the things that she was taught. A person can only love you the way that they know how. A person can only treat you the way that they know how. A person can only uplift you the way that they know how. And when I say that I believe in my heart of hearts and my effort of developing compassion for a lot of the things that my mom has gone through, I know that she did the very best that she could. And that's the reason why, no matter what, I love my mother.
I mean, I do know that. We do know, I mean, the evidence is there with our brother, you know.
Knowing the things that I know now when it comes down to making sacrifices and doing what you have to do to take care of your family, especially when you have kids involved, I would have probably felt a lot different growing up. I didn't have my father in my life to guide me or to school me on the ways of life from his perspective. All I knew was I had a mother who worked most of the time, meaning I barely seen her because she was either at this job or that job.
I think that's why I shelter my kids so much.
But you have to realize too, with sheltering them, that they gotta live life as well.
Yeah.
And you know, you will literally put yourself in a bad spot trying to prevent every single thing that happens to them, because they have something's gonna build character. You know, something's just gonna make you who you are.
My sister is right. Even though I don't agree with a lot of the things that happened to me in my past, I do know that all of those things have shaped and molded me to be the woman I am today. So I'm not apologetic for those things. I'm not in a regretful state for the poor decisions that I've made or the rough situations and traumas that I've gone through. I don't feel bad about them, not anymore. Despite how I was brought up, I still want to allow my children to go out and live their lives. But I'm gonna make sure that they're fully equipped and ready for whatever they're gonna encounter. I think it's just ultimately our responsibility to, like we were talking about, making them feel comfortable with coming to us and telling us certain stuff. Because, like she said, to be honest, we're never gonna always be present. There are some times when we gotta go out the house, we gotta work, we gotta do the things that we gotta do, and they might be at home with stepdad. You get what I'm saying? Or they might be at home with, whoever, or they might be over their friend's house. You get what I'm saying? So certain things, it's just kind of evident. Yeah, it's just inevitable. It's gonna happen. But when it comes down to my own children, I make sure that my daughter and my sons all know that I don't care what the hell is going on. You can tell me anything. No, you're not gonna get in trouble. No, I'm not gonna fuss and yell at you. Just let me know so I can make sure that you're fully protected no matter what the situation is. And trust me, when somebody tells you that they gonna kill you, let me tell you that is a lie, because mommy is not gonna let it happen. And if they kill you, guess what? They're gonna have to kill me too. With them being in other places, but just making them feel comfortable to come to you and say, hey mom, this is what's going on, and making them know, or should I say letting them know, that they're not going to be in trouble. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of kids, the reason why they don't say that is because they feel like they're going to be in trouble. Like somebody, for me, I know personally, it was, I will kill you and your family. So it was more so if I could say nothing, because if I did, we only got mama. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't know my damn daddy. I didn't meet the man till what, 25, 26 years old? The worst spot to be in as a child is feeling like you don't have anyone who's there to protect you, to shield you from the craziness that goes on in the world. When I was raped and taken advantage of, I couldn't go and talk to my mom. I wish I had my father there. But even then, so when people are threatening you, when you feel that your life and the people around you lives are in danger, it makes it very difficult to speak up and to say something. So I didn't. I shut the hell up and I didn't say anything. And if I could turn back the hands of time, I wish I would have said something.
And how was that relationship?
That's why I was gonna say, so did y'all do the DNA thing? Or, I mean, like,
I vouch for doing DNA. He personally is like, girl, we don't need no DNA. I know my daughter. I think I should do it.
Yeah.
Just to confirm it, because a lot of times people say things, and I want you to know that you ain't been in my fucking life for 25 years.
Yeah.
And I want you to know that I am your child.
Right.
So going forward, I can't make up that time from 25 years ago, but what's going to happen 25 going?
I did opt into having a DNA test done between me and my dad, but he denied even wanting to do it in the first place. So I never really thought about it at all after that point, but after listening to my sisters, I think it might not be a bad idea to actually get a test done. I think my biggest thing is, when everything happened with me and the guy I told you about that I had to do with the lawsuit and all that other stuff with, I remember him coming down here around that time when everything was still fresh and I was still going to court, all that stuff. The thing was, the same thing that guy did was the same thing he ended up turning around and doing. I've had a lot of disappointments in my life. And during a time in my life when I was going through a very tough time with an old relationship, I remember having a conversation with my dad and I told him about everything. After knowing everything that he knew as it relates to that situation with that guy who literally used and abused me financially, emotionally, just on so many different levels, he turned around and did the exact same thing to me. You gotta understand how that made me feel. When the very person who's supposed to be here to protect me, who's supposed to love me unconditionally, who's supposed to have my back, didn't. No wonder I was attracting all the same bullshit to myself. Because I had a father who represented the same things. It's no secret why we go through the things that we go through in life. And if we open our minds up to understand that even though you may feel that you're over something or you're past something, you are everything that you attract, which means that even if you're 1% of it, guess what? You're still gonna attract it to yourself. There's a part of you that's dealing with that hurt, that pain, but the only way you can break out of that circle and that cycle is by allowing yourself to free yourself, by allowing yourself to start making the right decisions so that you no longer have to continue to deal with those individuals or those type of circumstances anymore. When I bail you out, then you MIA. And it's been now 3 years and I still have not seen that money, which I'm not pressed about it. You get what I'm saying? Because anytime I loan money out, honestly, I already count it as a loss. You get what I'm saying? I never expect to really have it back because I know how people get sometimes. I get it. You didn't have the money to give it back to me. Let you tell it. But all I ever wanted was communication. And you stripped me of that. You took away that communication. And that's where the problem lies.
No, my thing is, okay, so you come to me asking me for some money. Okay, boom, I give it to you. But then the same motherfucker that you just borrowed some money from and you didn't give it back, and you come back to me and tell me, hey, you know, I didn't give you, but give I borrowed some money.
If I don't know nothing, the one thing I do know is people will use you until they can't anymore. Until you make the decision to put your foot down, they're gonna keep on walking over you and treating you just like you allow them.
But this is my thing, and this is where it get tricky with borrowing money from me. Now I give it to you. Am I looking for it back? No, but I'm looking for your character. Right. Because at the end of the day, you don't know when you may need me again. Exactly. So don't borrow money from me and then you get a good little money back and you don't say, well, here you go. You know, I appreciate that.
Now, I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm all high and mighty and I ain't never had to ask nobody for no money or whatever the situation may have been. But what I will say is the one thing that I know when it comes down to those situations, because I've been on both sides of the spectrum, meaning I've borrowed money and didn't have the funds to pay it back on the date that I said that I was going to pay it back, I know the feeling that the person feels when they have to make a disappointing phone call and say, hey, yo, I don't have it. It's a hard feeling. But the feeling is just as hard on the other side of the spectrum when somebody owes you money and they ain't even communicating with you. You feel like they done caught ghosts. But the other side of that is communication. I really do feel like communication is the key. Mainly because if you don't got it to pay it on the day that you claim that you was gonna pay it is okay for you to call and say, yo, listen, can I, look, I ain't really got it all right now. I got $20. I can give you these $20 and you know what I'm saying, I'll pay you in increments, whatever that takes, but just do something.
Yeah, somebody told me that I let them borrow like $1,200 3 years ago.
Was it me?
Probably was.
But
you gotta ask.
Oops. I had to really think about that. Like, cause you know what? I think I did borrow some money from my sister. Cause I was going through, you know what? And she might be talking about me. Wait, but no, I didn't borrow money from her 2 or 3 years ago. I ain't borrowed no money from her 2 or 3 years ago. Did I?
Like, I don't let everybody into my space.
Yeah.
And y'all do know that about me. I rather, you know, I don't have nowhere to live. Well, girl, here go $50, look at your motel room. And I can keep it moving. But I won't be like, oh, well, you and your family, your kids, come stay with me. Like, fuck no.
No. I didn't borrow no money from her 2 or 3 years ago. I don't remember that. I mean, if I did, no, I don't remember that. I mean, I'm forgetful, so I don't know.
You have had that tendency. You have had that tendency before.
Yeah. I think for me personally, I'm more so of I've come across many situations. I think that's another reason why I'm in the profession that I'm in. I've come across a lot of people who would be in situations where they ain't had no outlet, they ain't had no way to pay for no rent, or they ain't have no place to live, and they ain't had no food to eat. They couldn't feed themselves or their kids. And for me, it was more so of it's like I can't walk away from a situation like that knowing that this person was in a real tough spot. I feel like in my profession, it's like a double-edged sword. Like on one end, you get those people who really want to transform their lives, and then on the other side, you get those people who are just users and abusers, and they're gonna get whatever they can get from you, get whatever resources you have to offer, and they're gonna go right back out there and be back in the same situation, all because they did not want to fully transform their lives. I think that it becomes a point where people become habitual users, and not necessarily because they want to all the time, but just because that's all they know. That's their norm. That's all they know.
I was in the neighborhood and I passed by, seen the little barbershop, and I seen this guy look like my son. So therefore I decided to go in there. I'm like, B, I ain't know he know that come to. But anyway, make a long story short, I sit there and I just seen Isaac, and I'm like, wow, all these people. And Isaac introduced me to the barber that was cutting my son's hair, and he said his name is Smoke, and I'm like, oh, that's Smoke? I was like, is that the same Smoke that Shanell was telling me about? And Isaac was like, yes, that's him. I was like, oh, okay. So I finally got to meet Smoke. If he feel like that's all a man want a woman for, but between a label, what do a woman want a man for? Again, there you go again.
I didn't even say nothing.
That's why you got that thing on your mouth so nobody don't know you all in my business. Stop, don't do that. How about that?
I just met Shanell's mama for the first time. Very animated woman this is.
You know that's Shanell's mom, right? You do know I got a put out button, right? I got a whole put out button.
I don't say something. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Yo, she coming in here, don't even know the dude, touching his face and everything? Come on, like who does that? Why are you touching somebody that you don't even know? I can understand giving him a hug and everything, but damn, like, you coming extra strong with game like that. I guess old folks don't care no more when they get that age.
Come in touching all on me, ain't practicing her social distancing. She ain't got no mask on or nothing.
I was talking to my son and Smoke interceded into my conversation. That's why I had to go and put that little thing up over his mouth to let him know, shut the hell up, because I'm talking to mine. I'm not talking to you.
But she cool as a fan.
Come on, be 6 feet.
Huh?
6 feet then.
I'm going to
Pull that on 6 feet then. No, 6 feet. Coronavirus, shit's real.
So she been in Atlanta going through the same thing we've been going through with all this Corona, COVID, number 19. She know her social distancing. She just wanted to touch me. Can't be mad at that.
When Isaac came with the 6 feet thing and I wasn't really hearing what he was saying till he said 6 feet COVID-19, I had to step back a little bit because even though I touched his little piece of handkerchief, I wish I could have put it up over his eyes so he couldn't see, but I didn't want to mess up that boy. Cause that time would have forgave me for that. He ran a big old gap. I'm like, oops, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, he overcame because his hair grow like this anyway, so he'd been alright. I done called him Gap Bang. It wouldn't matter. He'd have had another name. He got Twinkle Toes. He got Snapper. He'd have had Gap Bang. So what the hell? You did all that?
But you want to get paid in smoke. When you actually have mom, right? I'm still in the well, I guess you can tell that, but I can't. You got one right now, really? They even dress like
Hold on, I'm gonna put everything up now.
I done seen Shanell in short shirts and t-shirts. She had on some short shorts and t-shirts. Both of them short. She damn crazy.
Now, Smoke, I wouldn't be feeding it in any type of energy that she giving you, bro. That's my advice. And then you just gonna buzz out and say she dressed just like Shanell? I wouldn't say that. that ain't, she don't dress like that.
There was like fighting words, but because I'm a lover, not a fighter, I'm gonna let him slide with that one. But at the end of the day, he had me messed all the way up. I do not dress like Shanell. Shanell do not dress like me. I am sexy. Shanell is fine. So he need to put that together and see how a sexy person dress and how a fine person dress. He's getting a haircut. I don't believe it.
Hey, where's the bathroom?
He's a good haircut and he did a really good job on his hair. I really admired the work that he did on my son's hair. But I was ready to get up in that chair.
Man, it was so hot up in there. I just had to make an excuse just to get out. Like, literally. You know what I really did? Sat on the toilet about 5 or 10 minutes.
You can't believe I'm getting a haircut.
Good. I got all that stuff on your hair. You want to cut my hair now?
I'm gonna cut your whole neck off. Start all the way. Start all the way over and just make you grow a whole other head.
But first and foremost, he would have never cut me. Gave me a line and a nothing because I don't need that. Not for real. Trust and believe you don't all this here, you don't want all this here. Not all this here. I'll be like what the guy is. When you kill it, they come right back. That one is salamander. Put the thing on.
I'm just trying to help you get the word right.
Shanell mama can't talk worth shit. That's one country ass lady, man. Louisiana and Atlanta mixed together. That's some crazy ass lingo right there. People out. Her words got the bouncing ball on them.
I was just kicking it with a play, joking and calling when I asked him to cut my hair, cause no, I got plaits in my head. He might have accidentally cut one of my plaits out my head, and we would have had a big old problem. I'm serious. What would you do?
Miss Tina is crazy. You gotta love her.
I'll be quiet.
You see, I have to be quiet too.
I said, me?
We're gonna eat some little things. I'm a meat lover, pizza.
America. Please look at my face.
I know this chick doing a documentary for entrepreneurs. And if you gonna be a stripper for Little Caesars, you can
A stripper? You really want to be a stripper at Little Caesars? What you gonna do, get $5 tips?
I'm not a $5. That never, ever would be. I work more than $5, you feel me? Look at me. Come on now. Do this look like a $5 pizza? No. So, no, we're not doing that one.
Shanell would not be pleased at all if she saw her mom acting like this.
And Miss Tina is a stripper for Little Caesars. So I no longer eat at Little Caesars, America.
She would be ashamed of her mama being a stripper for Little Caesars. She would be ashamed. Little Caesars?
There you go, hollering Shanell again. He's gonna make me pay more attention to her.
At least Dollar Tree. Get more bang for your buck.
This woman is like 103 years old and got on some real short shorts with her hair braided back. Little Caesars, y'all. She is crazy. I love you, Miss Tina. Just know that you got all my love.
Dollar Tree? Hell to the devil, At
least Dollar Tree at least will give you a nice variety of stuff. You only get one thing from Little Caesars and that's it, and that's nasty.
Nobody want to be a Dollar Tree stripper. Because a dollar ain't nothing. A dollar can't get you nowhere. You do better with a penny. A penny for your thoughts.
I got a headache right now.
find nothing for either one of y'all right now. I don't find nothing for
You put yourself at little shit. You did that to yourself. Why you gonna shoot yourself in the foot and
Let
then
me
when
untie your thing and
I don't want to know. When you come out, is you coming out with some breadsticks or you coming out with a $5 box of cheese? Oh, that's Subway. That's that. Oh, Lord.
I'm going long.
See what happened to the last Subway?
she crumping, was she just crumping? Don't tie it. Don't leave it long, woman. 6 feet. 6 feet. I told Shanell mama to practice her social distancing, however you say it. Be about 6 feet, man. She keep wanting to touch on me, walking all up on me, touching my hair, touching my face, everything. But I can understand. I'm sexy.
Just that quick, they had them me off. Like, me off. If he would have turned around, I'd have tied that damn bag around his neck and choked the lovely out of him. He got, ooh, like, literally I was gonna choke the, but he wouldn't turn around and let me do it.
The hell was this? You got the whole shop looking.
I'm just trying to fix it. So you see this? I'm not scared of that. I cut people. That's what I'm finna do to you. Come on, turn around. Like they said, tie that yellow ribbon around the tree. I'll tie that bed down around the neck.
She ain't tying shit. Miss Tina better get on with me before I karate kick her ass.
I got this. Come on, little.
She just can't keep her hands off me.
I'm gonna make him a bull. Come on, goddamn. Woo! Come on, bull. Come on, bull. He done ran through it out and made him go straight to that damn wall.
Come on, please. Come on. Come on.
Black ass Isaac, he an instigator. He keep playing right on into Miss Tina's damn hands. They ain't gonna be talking about Shanell. If Shanell was here to see this, if Shanell was here to see that. Who the fuck is Shanell?
That was a lot to swallow. I shouldn't say that. So, this was very eventful. I'll give it like that. It was very eventful. And I know to have a chastity belt all over my body. So, so everything will be safe, protected. Make sure I don't have the key on me. And I should be good to go. I should be pretty good to go.
That damn Isaac is crazy. Miss Tina ass crazy. Shanell crazy. I'm crazy. Her brother crazy. Welcome to Atlanta.
If you like what you see, comment, share, subscribe on the Black Phoenix Network.
I love him. I love you there.
I know you do.
How you know? How you know?
Be careful with the words.
Hey, all strippers like you.
If I was a stripper, all strippers don't love you. Cause I would have been one of those strippers that didn't love you. How about that?
I know she love me, man. All the women love smoke, man. What is it not to love? Let me do my job, little
I want you to give me a line of career in the front and the back.
When you gonna get down to the front, that's all it is.
What you trying to call my shit?
I didn't call it big and that. I said, when you gonna get down to the front,
You
that's
trying to
all
call
it
my shit big on the stick, right?
No, I would not call your forehead big on the stick because you don't have a big forehead. You got a humongous forehead. I said it. She got a humongous forehead. I'm talking about her chin is attached to the top of her eyes. She ain't nothing but forehead.
Smoke, you wrong for that. You know that, right? But I guess she had that one covered. But at the same time, that shit was funny. We'll give you that though. Kudos for that. might be, brother. Just don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. Not one word. Just not one word. Not one word. Because that's a trap. If anybody know a trap, I know a trap. Don't fall for it.
I'm being quiet.
You see, I have to be quiet too.
I said me.
Once again, I try to feed Miss Tina some food. Once again, she invited herself to be the food. I don't know what we gonna do with her. I know what I am gonna do. Leave her Little Caesar's ass alone and try to get her daughter.
Shanell, I just gotta ask you a question. Why is your mom so extra? I don't know how you grew up like that. Lord Jesus, Lord, being that extra? I would, no, I would have ran away.
I have a black ass extra himself. He extra just like Tina. They should kick him. Yeah, they should kick him. They have a lot of fun with each other. Both their asses is extra.
I'm big. I can pick up order. I'm straight big. I don't want money. You just completely turned my stuff into Little Caesar.
Little Caesar's, Subway, ain't getting no play from me. Shanell mama a stripper for both of them. Staying away from them facilities. She already trying to get me right in my shop. Now think about if I show up to her job, Little Caesar's, Subway. Now what if I catch her ass in there spinning around some bologna or some ham, playing with the mayo? I'm done. I will no longer eat at either one of them facilities.
I don't even eat Little Caesar no more.
Nasty. Straight nasty.
He got the audacity to say I turned his stomach on Little Caesar. Dude, are you serious? And then my son gonna talk about he don't even want no more Subway. Baby, that's probably what they always been eating anyway from the get-go.
She done turned Smoke vegan. How the heck you turn somebody vegan? Now you know you. I guess they say P power, so you know they got the power to do anything to you. So I guess they'll turn you vegan too.
Man, next time I'm gonna take over Atlanta.
Anybody who has had a threesome would have to drink.
Okay.
Have you ever sat on a guy's face like that?
Oh my God, I think I'm stressed. I think I'm creating a habit. A habit of what?
He should go get a job with his mama, stripping. Twinkle toes and feeding
What
wet.
you gonna do? You doing Chicago or you doing Detroit? Which one?
You see that sign on the door said no pass? You're gonna have a pet today. Put it on.
You gotta get out there.
I'm sorry.
Drink that behind me! Oh my God! Drink that behind me! Never have I ever had sexual relations with